How's it going? Jirified here, and in this video we're going to go over the skills as well as the weapons that are available in Conqueror's Blade and see which ones that you may be or may not be interested in. So, looking at the skills that are available and going through the individual weapon types, I started with the short sword and shield. Short sword and shield, and managed to go up to shield bash. I did get iron sides. I did have shielded charge, and I started going into Centurion's blade. And I wasted a lot of my mastery and skill pages on this. I say wasted, but I probably would go back to sword and shield at some point. And then halfway through, I was kind of like testing other things, and I'm like, oh, I wouldn't mind trying the Nodachi or the Glaive or maybe even the Maul. And the Glaive is kind of my main at the moment. I think like 10 to 15 pages short of unlocking Flying Reaper 3, which will be the amazing skill. So I'm almost unlocked that. And once I unlock that, I'll be so much more dangerous in the game. So that's the Glaive. Hopefully you can see, yeah, we've got these here. Sword and shield. The combat for that, it's very kind of tanky, and a lot of disrupts, and you can kind of survive a little bit longer than what I would say my other ones are. You are best armor set recommendation is heavy armor, so definitely looking at using heavy armor. I have tried medium armor with it, but survivability for me has been very small, so really personal preference if you want to be a little bit quicker. We're going to just quickly jump across the border into Atholia. And it's been an interesting one. Like sword and shield is what I've been playing in a lot of other games, and that's what I start as, and then kind of jump into other things and try them out and see how I go. So we're going to continue doing that. I'm going to make my way over to Airloin, while if I do see any rebel camps, we'll jump into them to attack them, or wandering rebels, because I need to get that for some unit quests. But going back to the skills, so I've jumped into Glaive at the moment, and the Glaive I've got Breaker of Shields, God of Battles, and then I'm looking for Flying Reaper, but I also have, what is this one? Warlord's Greeting 3, which is this. So I'm getting my combo a lot better with that. We pop God of Battles, then we jump into either a Breaker Shields, Warlord's Greeting, and then finish it with the Flying Reaper. I have been getting Warlord's Greeting off first sometimes, and then stunning a little bit with the Breaker of Shields before I do Flying Reaper. There's maybe been once or twice where I've led with Flying Reaper, hit, and then finished with these two, with an auto in between. So I've been playing with that a lot, and really interested in that. I was playing in a medium armor set on the Glaive for a long time, a little bit quicker movement speed, but my survivability was really poor. And depending as well on which armor and the runes that you have available on that armor, definitely recommend kind of playing around with that. I don't really have any good attire for my armor sets. I need to get new attire. And looking at the Nodachi now, I really haven't played and spent much time on this one. Medium armor set as being the recommended. Tiger Claw looks really nice, like Avalanche. What else? Bloodthirsty. I think this one was more of the leech. So you can actually, I'm pretty sure you can take it. You can drain. Yeah, you can drain and consume. So this, if you're really interested in stealing others' health, the Nodachi is something to look into, and I'm probably gonna at least try and use that at some point and level that up. I've got that in my inventory. In my camp, I've got a Dachi, I've got several other weapons that I'm kind of looking at putting together and playing. The Maul I haven't touched at all, but again, another heavy armor unit, a heavy armor class, and it is pretty much an anti-unit class. It's very rare that you'd use this in a PvP situation. However, I say that. However, if you do, it's primarily going to be because you're in a good team deathmatch situation where your other team members will attack first, and then you'll lock them up, or they'll you'll stun or hit a stun, and they'll finish them off. But one-on-one, the Maul is very difficult in duels. So if you're a dueler, I would definitely not recommend the Mauler. If you're a team player, sure, get on the Maul. If you like to support, get on the Maul. So the bow and arrow, I haven't tried, especially on the ping that I'm on. You'll see at the top right here, I've got 160 ms. So it's not ideal on my ping. So any ranged damage is kind of going to be redundant, I think. But you know, I'll have to test it out. It's something that you're a light armor, you have to dodge and roll a lot. If you get caught, you're kind of dead in like 2 hits. And you really just stay at the back of the line, shooting down from different angles and from all of that. So if you prefer to play ranged in most games, be a mage, be an archer, then this is probably the class for you. But again, not for me. I haven't tested it. I really don't know. So go through and you'll know your playstyle. Like my playstyle is normally like slightly tanky but can do damage. Oh, okay. All right. No worries. Let's go. They pursued me, so let's just do this. I'm gonna turn audio up a little bit. Actually, there's a lot of enemies that we're killing here. Get them all. We got this. Yeah. Sick. Didn't lose anyone. Maybe we've lost. We got the victory. I don't think I lost anyone. Heroes killed, troops killed, damage taken a decent amount. We're talking about the Maul and the bow. The bow, if you are playing ranged, definitely jump in the bow. If you like ranged, if your ping isn't as high as mine, which is 150, because you do have to point and shoot and aim for this. Dual blades. Now this is a great class. Even if you've got heavy armor, sometimes it's almost like 1v1 on a dual blade is almost impossible. Dual blades are the assassins. They will pretty much one-shot nearly every unit or class available. It's kind of crazy how much damage they do. So if you're looking at deathmatch, high damage, single target, definitely get onto the dual blades. If you're that type of person, you really like that, definitely check that out. Mark of Death, the ultimate finisher. Once you get that to 3, it's almost impossible to survive. They just like one-hit people, and the combos that happen as well are really good. The Death of Death, the Dance of Death 3. I feel like that's good, but it's like it looks like you can dodge or interrupt it. Whereas this one is once they get you, you're kind of in that. Unless I think unless someone else shoots them, I don't know if they can get interrupted when they're in that. They could probably take damage, but dual blades, like I said, as a single high damage target dealer, single high damage single target. Musket, black powder grenade, definitely for units, destroy those units. 5 rounds fire. More towards like a target, I would say. Caltrops, handful of caltrops in chosen area. I see this used a lot. It slows and debuffs enemies, which is cool. Close combat, just sweep the leg. Karate Kid. Short bow. Looking at the short bow. Wrath of Artemis. Launch 5 arrows dealing damage with piercing. Angry Hornets. Send forth a hail of 7 arrows dealing damage. Piercing. Poison drains 120. 120 health per second. Nice. Fast arrow shots. Rolling escape. That's a good escape. Steel tipped arrow, which is the piercing one. Bowler, which I think slows the enemy. No, knocks them out. Forcibly dismounts the target off of their mount. That's actually a really good one for use cases. So you could have like good builds here. depending on how you want to play. Rough Justice 3. Oh, it spikes them and then demolishes them. A great finish if you catch that. I've definitely been caught by 1 or 2 of those before. Wow. Forces a dismount as well. Removes daze. And if you hit that, knocks them down, then continues brutal attack. Grim Harvest. What's Grim Harvest? It's like 1-2 stuns. Old Bill Hook pulls them forward. That's a good one. I reckon if you did that and then Grim Harvest and then finish with this, like they'd probably be dead, right? Unless they rolled out of it and you missed the combo, which is 90% of my issue. I don't mind that as a combo. Clash of Shields. Alright, runs. It's a big knockback. It's a big push as well. Sally Forth. I like that. And the combat in this and the animation style and everything is really nice. Speed by 25%. I'm pretty sure there was a heal here, right? Yeah, Mercy of Heavens. Restores 2% of your health every 10 seconds. Instantly restores 10% of your maximum health. Restores the health of nearby allies. So people were saying you stack Mercy of Heaven with Longsword and Shield and have like 2 or 3 of them in each group of 15. And it's, yeah, great support. You heal while you're on the battlefield. Don't have to heal with your own heal, and you can heal units on the battlefield as well without going back to a supply point. So definitely, if you're interested, look at Longsword and Shield as a support unit. The Spear, Dragon's Roar. I like that animation a lot. Cut path through enemy, inflicting damage, a lot of damage, piercing. Extra effect, every time you hit an enemy while this skill is active, your armor penetration increases. Wow, so the more enemies you hit, it stacks. Enemy with this skill active, yeah. So the same enemy, you can get a stack. Same with this one, you can get a stack. That's really cool. I liked this, it does a sweep the leg, then lifts himself up. Gungnir's Greeting. Overhead strike, simple and efficient. Look, March. Well, that kind of covers a lot of the weapons. All of these you kind of have to use certain things to unlock. So you've got skill points here and mastery points. And skill points you can unlock through PvP, open world battles, according to this here. And then mastery points can be earned by killing enemies that are bound to your weapon. With the class, you can use them to unlock skills. Now there is a possibility to transfer some of the mastery points into skill points to use on different trees, but you do need to purchase with a book mastery point transfer. You need to purchase the martial arts manuscript in order to do that, which I think from memory was from the smuggler, which we don't have here. Yeah, I don't think we don't got one here, but there was a smuggler that you would have to purchase that from, and it would give you the book to trade. That kind of wraps up that video. That kind of wraps up the weapon skills and armor. Definitely play around with testing out if the medium armor, light armor, or heavy armor is better. I will link in the descriptions the builds that I've seen inside of the spreadsheets, the how to CV spreadsheet. So I'll go through and look at that, and I'll link that there as well. But it's really up to you. There's the meta, there's the way that people play, there's the way that you play, and then there's also the buffs and debuffs with every patch that you kind of have to be aware of. So the spreadsheet is kind of mostly up to date. From my memory, everything that I saw, it's up to date, but there's always a chance that you know things will change and they haven't updated, and you can make your changes as you want. So definitely look into it. Definitely look into it.